Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hello. Oh, that was a little bit big. Hello, how are we doing? Where is the chat? Is my microphone working? Mic, check, mic, check. 1, 2. Yes. Chat. Yo, what's up, guys? Hey, I see myself. Hello. Hey. Yo, Stefano. Welcome, everyone. Morning from Australia. Damn, you're early, dude. What's up, KRB, Gold Strike Prototypes, Netherix, Chaosity, Maxon, Phil, Stingray, Demian, Luke, Jordi, Molly, Recharged, Lucian, Expect, Not Pandango, Face Distortion, Harry, 43 Official, Raytheon. What's up, guys? Are we ready? Are we excited for today? I am excited for today. And I'm that excited that I'm gonna put my notebook back in action for some notes. It's been a while, guys. First stream since way too long, right? But nevertheless, more exciting to announce today's guest, which is not really a secret, but yeah. What better way to introduce the man, the myth, the legend than to pull him up at the recording? Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for the one and the only. I hope everything goes right. You know, it's a boomer stream. We have 2 boomers now. It's me and Nightcraft, so it's 2 boomers. So let's see everything works. All right, let's switch to FL Studio. Please work with me. And no, that's not the right one. Shit. This one. He's almost there. He's cut off. Give me a second. There he is. Hey, it's Nightcraft. Can you hear him? Can you guys hear him? Test. Can you guys hear him? Say something.
Hello?
Yes, now it's working. Excellent.
Perfect.
All right. Welcome, my friend. How are you doing?
No Minecraft. Yeah, I'm doing good. You?
Yeah. A bit soft.
I'm really excited, man. It's like it's already pretty busy in the chat, I see. So
yes,
I'm ready for some music.
All right, I'm cranking up his volume a little bit, guys. Thank you for the feedback. And yeah, Nightcraft, ladies and gentlemen. So for the people that do not know Nightcraft, maybe you can introduce yourself a little bit. What is your style? What is your who are you?
I'm Nightcraft. I've been making hardstyle since 2017. My first release was on 2019 at Scantrax because I did another genre before Nightcraft. So yeah, my style is mostly raw mids, but like a really euphoric, melancholic melody with heavy kicks.
Right.
Which I like the contrast in music. So yeah, I think the best way to describe me is hard and melancholic.
Right. So for today's demo stream, I asked my members to send in something that would fit your style a little bit, even though your style would be technically considered now as, I would say, OG raw, very cringe, with modern influences, but with a melancholic twist to it. Would you say that's accurate?
That's very accurate, yeah.
Yeah, that's very accurate. Okay, well, like I said, you never know what to expect with these kind of demo streams. We have some interesting people in the community. I'm not going to name any names, prototypes. But yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Let's start with the first track of today.
Okay.
And let's go. This one is by Stingray and Binary System.
Okay, let's go. I love the outro. Nice.
Yeah.
Some extra time spent on not just like
I know, right?
and done. So yeah, that's good. I love it. It's it makes me want to drink beer in the sun.
That's one way.
It's really good. It's like it's catchy from the start. I mean, like it's really euphoric. It's very predictable, but in a good way. So I already knew what the melody was gonna be like when the first notes were in, which is not a bad thing. It's actually really good. The only thing that was missing for me personally was a really catchy vocal, which I think there's not a single vocal in the whole track.
Yeah, the track says we still need a vocal. It's in the description. Sorry, I forgot to mention that.
Okay. Okay, yeah, that's if that's gonna be added and you do it right, I think it's gonna be like a really good track. One other thing that I heard was lack of variety in the melody sometimes. Like I would maybe add some higher notes or like a chord progression that switches up a little bit in the last part to make it a little bit more interesting, besides the vocal, of course. But yeah, other than that, really catchy track, really huge summer vibes. And I feel like if it's going to be released on the right time, it's going to do some impact on euphoric stages, for sure.
There you go. There you go, guys. That's great feedback. So I also have some feedback. I do agree with the feedback that Nightcraft had. I'm very happy with the melody. However, I would like to... It's kind of ballsy to have 3 melody drops, in my opinion. If you want to do 3 melody drops, then all 3 melodies should be definitely a lot different than the one another. And there are differences, but it's not enough right now. So I would skip the 3rd drop for sure, make it a little bit, I don't know, maybe with a little raw twist to it, something unique. And then I was listening to the kick and the crunch. I don't like that crunch. It's a little bit too grainy, I don't know. Yeah, sorry.
I don't want to because I don't want to have critic on somebody's like mix down, because like I said, I'm not the most technical producer myself, but what I'm thinking would maybe help is to put a little transient on the punch, because maybe it's my headphones now, but like I'm kind of missing that little click in the punch.
Exactly.
Transient
is missing.
I think it will help a lot with the impact that the drop is giving.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, I don't want to go too much on the technical aspect of the tracks, because I'm a vibe guy, so
that's okay.
I'm all about the vibes.
That's okay. You do the vibes, I'll do the technical stuff. How about that? That sounds
perfect.
good.
Perfect, bro.
Nevertheless, really nice setup by Binary System, who is making huge steps, and Stingray is going to make huge steps this year too. Great track. Okay, next one is going to be by STFN. I would say it's Stefan. Let's hear it.
I'm about to go insane.
Oh fuck, bro! my phone. I dropped my phone on my keyboard, so it started playing all tracks. Stefan, this is yours. How long have you been producing, buddy? Odie will be right back. as of today.
I'm about to go insane.
All right, Stefan, producing for 2 years now. Yeah, it's Stefan.
Cool.
Yeah. All right. What's your thoughts on this one?
I like the melody.
Mhm.
It's giving me really, really trancey vibes. I also like the lead. It reminds me of Old Code Black in a way.
Yeah.
I'm missing some depth in like the. I know what he's looking for, I think, but I'm missing some final touches. Like also in the mid, there's some empty. It feels kind of empty, you know. And also the breaks, I would add like maybe some more chords with pads, or like maybe a chord,
Yeah.
like a choir, maybe even, to give it more depth, more variety, more story. Now it feels I know what he's trying to do, but it's not like giving a lot of impact at the moment. So I think adding some really nice pads or plucks or arps can really like bring the break and the melody to the next level. Also, I think the last kick, like he did like a kick switch in the melody part. I think I would leave that out and focus on like having one good kick in the melody part, instead of like switching up to a really different kind of kick, because it also can like mess up your how do you say it, like the way your leads are coming through the if you switch kicks too much.
Yeah.
Other than that, I felt I really like the idea of the mid intro. Also, the screech is original, but it didn't have the impact that I was looking for. So I think the sound is original of the screech, but it can maybe be a little bit more, how do you say it, like bigger, maybe more snappy. But other than that, like the idea is there, and I see what he's trying to do. So I would say keep it up.
Yep.
And you're producing just for 2 years, so keep going, and you eventually will come there, man.
So, really quick breakdown. I like the melody. The problem with, and this is throughout the whole track, when you do like fake drops, right? Fake kicks, you can do that, but make sure the volume of those fake kicks are significantly louder, or there's less low end than the actual kick, because right now, the volume or the impact of the kick is equal or greater than the actual kick. So that means when the actual kick is playing, it's very underwhelming. So that's the first feedback I want to give to you. And also I heard the percussion, like claps, snares and shit, that has to be, sorry, that's an inside joke. That has to be in the back. So in your mix, it's kind of in the front, but it has to be in the back. It has to barely be noticeable. That's what I teach. It's not the correct way, but through that way, other elements have more priority in the mix. For example, in the breaks, the pads get more the priority, stuff like that. So claps, snares, and everything percussion related, a little bit more to the background. I would like to see a little bit more crunch in these kicks, a little bit more grainy, a little bit more distortion in it to make it a little bit more dirty. And right now, it feels a little bit plain. I would choose another crunch. The crunch is not bad. It just like with the other previous demo, I'd like it to sound a little bit more professional. How do you do that? That's a great question. I think it's just a matter of, in this case, browsing a different crunch. It sounds a little bit too. It's a little bit in the way of the leads. I think that's the best way to describe it. The frequencies are overlapping a little bit too much. But not other than that, dude. Great job. You try to use reference tracks. See how they do the fake kicks, fake drops, shit like that. And for 2 years, this is pretty decent. Can't wait for the next one, Stefan. Thank you so much. Next one is by the one and only Final Eclipse. Right, Final Eclipse. What's up, Skooks?
A zero divine dream world.
Ooh,
Okay.
that tickles my brain.
Yep.
Dream world. Outdated. Understood.
There's a lot of potential. Go ahead.
Yeah. This was the track? Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be very honest here because I was expecting a lot after that intro because the plugs were like it even gave me like small like goosebumps, you know.
Same here.
In some way, it reminded me of Live the Moment in a way. I was like, man, it's coming now, you know. And then I got a little bit disappointed by the melody. It
Yeah.
sounded really generic, and the leads were also kind of thin. I don't know. It didn't have any impact for me personally. But then the second part with the gated kicks and like the more trancey kind of drop. I think if you switch those around, that's already a big plus. Like if you have these plugs and then like just throw in the gated, like in some sort of build-up kind of thing, you will have a little bit more trancey track, but it's original, you know, and it sounds. For me, that sounded better than the actual melody drop.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, just because the melody was like mid, you know, like didn't tickle me as much as the build up.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. So I wrote a lot of things down. Potatoes, diapers. Oh, that's the. Sorry, wrong list. Melody is kind of. So stupid. The melody is kind of random, so I agree with Nightcraft here. It's if you want to tease that melody, the pluck synth, where I got goosebumps too, it wasn't clear what the melody was, and then it was kind of mysterical in a way, but then the melody after that did not fit the expectations.
I agree.
Okay, let's talk mixdown. The punch. We talked about the previous track not having enough punch. This one has too much punch. It's like punch, punch, punch. A trick. What you could do to make the punch a little bit more interesting is cloning the punch and use it as percussion. Sub-Zero Project does that a lot, for example. They have a kick and then da-da-da. They do it on low volume with the punch to create a little bit more movement, but also add more reverb in the punch to connect. Bitch. to connect more with the crunch itself. So it's more cohesive. So the punch feels a little bit separated from the crunch. The ambience you're doing really well, and then the gated part at the end was really cool.
I agree.
Your biggest issue with this track is to make it more cohesive, and that gated part needs to be in the front, and the melody has to be redesigned based on whatever was playing in the break, because that was really cool. And that's my feedback. But other than
maybe
that,
even like long notes, like when you have this like pluckies who are not like already part of the main melody, I would maybe even suggest to just play like long notes as a melody, maybe even just to build tension.
Yeah.
And then later on build these long notes into a more sophisticated melody with like shorter notes, but still in those chords. If I explain that right.
Yeah.
Because I'm imagining it in my head, and it's gonna sound like a trance build up, like a trance track even, but I think it will work if you switch those around and just play with chords.
No, I see what you're saying. This Pandango's track. Spiral Illusion says, thought the melody's supposed to be simple. Then people say it didn't do anything for them. Yeah. So
less is more.
Less
I think,
is, yes.
in this track.
Less is more in this track. Yes, I see what you're saying though. I always teach my students, like for example, that first track, that's a great example of a great melody because it was stuck in my head after listening to 8 bars. It was predictable, it was good, but it was also kind of simple. It was memorable. You can do like a fucking sick mode, if that's your style, you know, fine, that works. But for like more ambience kind of tracks, you have to challenge yourself to make a melody that sounds good, is memorable, unique. Is not really that important, but you have to put yourself in the audience perspective. Who's listening to your track? Can they repeat it after 8 bars, 16 bars? That's what you have to keep in mind. There's a blurry
also
line between
snappy,
simple and boring. Sure, yeah.
And snappy leads as well. For if you have like a simple melody, if you have really good snappy leads, then that's already 50% done.
Correct. But nevertheless, dude, nice setup. All right, Flashpoint is up next. Flashpoint, how long have you been producing? About 1.5 years.
Okay.
From Australia.
I like these chords.
This world is changing. We decided to
Shout out to this legend for waking up so early. It's probably like 6, 7 a.m. 6, 7 a.m. in the morning. I'll let myself out.
I have goosebumps.
Ah, that's good.
Tell yourself you will live. When memories fade and darkness surrounds you, find the strength inside.
Just need some low end.
Yep.
Easy fix. Easy fix. Nice. I got it too.
This world is changing. We decide into what. It's the only way if we want to live.
Mind you, this is 1.5 years of producing.
Yep.
Really good.
This is why I survived. This is why I came back. I am not afraid.
I gotta say this, for 1.5 years of production, you know what you are doing. I hear there's a lot of elements beside just the kick and the lead
Yes.
on the melody drops. There's piano, there's plugs, there's pads, there's choirs, there's everything, which is making it sound like really full, which I think I said a few tracks ago that I was missing that in some other demo. This is the perfect example of adding stuff to your melody, which may sound irrelevant at first, but if you mix it really well, it can make your melody so much better. I personally miss some variation in some parts in this track. Other than that, maybe the kick, some punch, more transient, little louder punch maybe. For the rest, easy and predictable melody. Again, predictable in a good way. But also it reminded me, because the first notes are, I think, from Interstellar, from Cornfield Chase, I think, like da-da. So
like
that already makes people already like remind them of something they already heard, which makes them maybe recognize it faster, which is a good thing, I think. Other than that, the break immediately captivated me from the start.
Yep.
I even got goosebumps again. The vocals are really B-frontish, I think, like telling a story, and I can hear I can hear that he's trying to tell you something with the track, which I personally really like. And other than that, yeah, it's up to you for the technical aspect.
Yeah, okay, well, the technical aspect is more low end in the breaks. You can make the leads a little bit wider, I would say. That's my preference with these kind of leads, a little bit more. Yeah, I would say a little bit wider, in my opinion. You can just send it to a new send and just yeah, I definitely I like wide mixes. That's my preference. I like the leads wide and the kicks more in the middle. That's my preference. Melody, insane, absolutely fantastic. The break was kind of like, okay, it's cool, but I've heard this a million times, right? This with the club kick and I mean, that's cool, but I've heard it a million times.
I like that he added.
Yeah.
I think right after the first drop, he added some percussion. I think, can you scroll back to
This.
yeah, like the background hi-hats. Also for me, it's like an advice to everyone. It can make these kind of small things can make your break sound way more interesting, because like if you just do like a sub kick or something and then just one pad, or sometimes it works, but if you want to have more drive from your first drop to the break, I really suggest using these kind of techniques to fill up your empty not your empty hole. I want to say fill up your empty hole. Fill up your hole. Fill up the empty spaces between your break and your first drop.
Yes. All right. And then I have another thing, though. The second climax synth feels a little bit underwhelming. I don't know what's happening in the mixdown. I feel like you're prioritizing the glide synth, but it makes, and if you look at the audio spectrum too, like if we talk about dB signals, this is significantly louder than this part. This part felt a little bit underwhelming for me. I think you're turning down the synth in the background to give a priority to the glide synth, which is fine, but right now it's a little bit underwhelming. So that needs to change, and other than that, do it for 1.5 years. Good job. Really nice shit. Moving on to the one and only Runx. This sounds a little less euphoric, so here we go.
I'm gonna sound something maybe weird, but for me it felt like I was listening to Old Ruler.
Could be. I
It's
see
like
that in the chat too.
it's like I really like to drive with the vocal chop, like the da 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 da. I like the rhythm in it. I really like that there was never a dull moment in the track. Like it was constant drive, constant change, which I really like. I also like that it's pretty filthy. It was like pretty how do you say it? Like reminded me of like aggressive act in a way, like the type of kick. And also the melody was like that rhythm reminds me a lot of like Ruler, Sick Mode, and then the last drop was like good track.
Really nice track. I don't have much to say about this track. The mix down, everything was fine. It was very full, a lot of low end. Just a very professional track. I wonder if this guy is getting in a release soon, because it just sounds very professional.
Yeah, it sounds really the crunch. Can you play the last kick again?
Yeah, it's the mix sound. I was really impressed, like the balance between synth and everything with the kick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like this is the kind of track that I would like give a really nasty bass face to when we're hearing it live at a party, but a track that I personally won't play myself in my sets, but I can really enjoy this. It's it's a good track.
Sure. I agree with the Deceptors. We could add a little bit of high end at the last kicks, but that we're nitpicking here. This is just very overall very danceable track. I think this is potentially, you know, we'll get some support from artists that can play this track.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Oh, I see now the comment. Yeah. Old Ruler vibe.
Yeah.
Cryptic.
All right, next one. A really nice one, Runx. I don't think he's in the chat, but we'll see you later. All right, Nami. We're going back to a little bit more euphoric, I think. Yo, what's up, Beetle Core?
Yeah. I need a vocal. Hit me.
Something screaming past the outer bell.
Yes.
A jagged line that we can't ignore. The cold machinery is starting to live.
Jesus, man.
Right on the edge of the system's door. It's moving fast, it's coming in hot. A brand new ghost in the radar's eye. Ready or not for the answer we've got. We are alone in the empty sky.
Please be good. Please be good.
I hope so.
Really impressive. Very nice. For me, this until now, this one has the best break. The best vibe. I really like the trancey vibes. The mid intro was on the soft side, like in it made me feel like I was listening to a trance track, which is not bad, of course.
Right.
Maybe like even if you want to make it more hard-stylish, you know, put like maybe like a really deep gated kick there, like with no, just kidding. Yeah, maybe no, but like I think a few tracks ago there was like where Seth switched the parts, like with the trancey gated kick that he had. I think it would really fit really well underneath the mid intro here, but other than that, like it sounds really clean. It sounds really good, really trancey. The last drop for me was the most how do I explain that? Like, can you play the last drop again? Because it was yeah.
It's kind of the same as the intro.
Yeah. I would maybe like because I like that it's a harder outro, but maybe like put some screeches instead of like the square lead kind of thing, or add some like I don't know how to explain it, but like add some suction on your like yeah, that kind of stuff on your lead to make it a little bit more interesting and full, because now the outro feels a bit empty for me. But other than that, really impressive track. Gave me goosebumps again, so well done.
No, I agree. The ambience in this track is absolutely insane. Melody is just fantastic. The intro is not my cup of tea, but it's really cool. So, yeah, left or right. Really nice ambience, vocals, a lot of reverb that fits though.
Yeah.
Cold machinery is starting to live. It's coming in.
Nice leads, dude.
Yeah.
So good. Yeah, it's such a good track. I don't have much criticism other than what you already pointed out. I agree with the feedback. But Nami is going to kill it for 2026. Make sure to work on your social media game. Branding, image.
Exactly.
Everything.
And also, you said like there's a lot of reverb on the vocals.
Yes.
I personally, my personally thing is that I always say like it can't be wet enough, which is really bad to say, but you know, I really like. Yeah, I really like my vocals wet, and I like everything wet. So adds more melancholy to it. You know, if you do it right.
Prototype says, I got some not my cup of tea tracks ready for you, Steven. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. No shit. All right, moving on to my friend Pierre. My friend Pierre. Yeah, Prototypes is making weird tracks. It's good, but it's weird. You'll hear it. Here we go. This is Pierre KB. Let's go. Let's intro.
Triplets.
That's the extra details.
Yep.
Trapped in this madness, my hopes are gone. I only see
Nice, Pierre. Anticipation to the build-up, like a little bit
Yep.
more.
I agree.
I know nothing but pain.
What key is this, man?
I think it's like D sharp but low.
Jesus.
Oh, that's a good pick.
I'm glad you listened to my feedback, Pierre, about the gated stuff. Really nice. All right, go ahead, Nightcraft.
This is it's a good track. It's really nice. I like that it's a really low key. I think it's like D sharp or D even. I don't
Very
know.
low, yeah.
It's very low. The vibe is good. You already said like I missed some of anticipation into the drops.
Yes.
It could build up a little bit better, and I like it's something I heard. The vocal is about being trapped in something, and he has like a trap beat in the break. So it's like kind of it's pretty cool.
He
Pretty
totally
cool
did that
detail.
on purpose, probably. He totally did that on purpose.
So yeah, for me, I don't have any other stuff to add because yeah, the kicks were sounding really clean. The melody is pretty good. It's simple but good. The vocal is really nice. It's eerie. It's yeah. It's almost like how do you say it? Like it's kind of creepy, sad, which I really like. And yeah, like you already said, needs more anticipation. Other than that, really good track.
Yeah, I agree with the Deceptors here. This track needs more microwave kicks. Absolutely, that would fit right in, especially in the climax part. I would do completely microwave kicks. Absolutely. Other than that, the build-up should be, yeah, like I already said it, the build-up should be a little bit better. Like I want to get sucked into the build-up. Everything else in the track is good. Everything is very solid. Just work on the build-up. Let people get sucked into your track. Right now, it's out of the blue, and yeah, that's an easy fix for this track, I would say.
Is he saying in the chat like it's C sharp? What the hell, dude?
Yeah, I think that's a little bit too low. You would by using C sharp, you are already eliminating, I would say, 70-80% of the sound systems that people are listening on right now. So I would not maybe transpose your track one or two semitones.
Yeah,
C-sharp.
I think D sharp is doable. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I also want to get sucked into the build-up, don't we all? I mean, I guess so. I guess so. All right, next up, Lose Control by Quentin. Is that Chaosity? Yeah, they didn't put their is it Chaosity? Yes, Chaosity. Ooh, new Chaosity track. Let's go. I'm excited. I mean, I'm excited for all the tracks, but specifically because Chaosity won the Blackout Anthem challenge. High expectations, my friend.
Walking in the rain, never felt right. Till you came along, got me so high. You don't wanna know to get me through. I know it's hard to do. Sometimes I sit back and watch as you go. Sometimes I wait 'cause my mind's saying no. But you got me up on my hands and my toes. And when I'm with you, I lose control.
That's it.
Walking in the rain never felt right. Till you came along and got me so high. You go on and on to get me through. I knew that's how you do. Sometimes I sit back and watch as you go. Sometimes I wait 'cause my mind's saying no. But you got me up from my hands and my toes. And when I'm with you, I lose control.
Let's wait for this part. This looks interesting. This looks promising. Let's wait for it. 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 Wait. Sick.
Yeah, best outro. Yeah, good track. It feels like I already heard this track, but maybe it's the vocal because I think I heard the vocal before. But it's chaotic in a good way, which I like. It has a lot of drive. I don't like the kick in the last kick under the melody, which feels
Same.
kind of off.
Yeah, agreed.
And also I like that he tried a different kick in the mid intro, the first mid intro, like the kick. I don't know how to fucking call that, but you know, it's original. The second drop I really liked. I also like that it switched to even like a kind of Runx kind of vibe to it, like really chaotic, which I like. It has a good drive. Yeah, sound design for me sounds already like really solid track, and not my cup of tea, but good track.
Yeah, I have a few things to say about this track, and the key thing that I want to say about this track is that it's overly compressed as fuck. Like everything sounds the same in terms of output. That means when the build up is playing and then you hit the first kick, it's all the same sound. It's just overly compressed. I'm not a fan of color kicks per se. I think these kicks are kind of underwhelming because it sounds so overly compressed. Could be a balancing issue in the pre-mix too, but I think the kicks need to hit harder than it is right now. That kick I like. That kick I like. Some people point out the coordination track. I have no knowledge about that track. I don't know. I do know this vocal is overused as hell, but since it's already a complete track, you can dismiss that feedback. To me, this track is good, but the mix down is a little bit too flat. Like it doesn't breathe. Everything is, and that's could be a mastering issue, could be a pre-mix issue. And the color kicks on the climax part, I did not like. I think you would go for a. It's not bad. It's just not my cup of tea. So the number one thing for this track is let the kicks breathe a little bit more. You know, not everything has to be pushed excessively loud. You want to have a little bit more room, little bit more differences in the mix, and that's what I miss a little bit about this track, and that's what you did a little bit better in the Blackout Anthem track. Other than that, if this released today, congratulations. I'm not sure I saw that in the chat if that's true. By Chaosity. So you said Chaos. Well, his name's Chaosity, so that fits, I guess. Lives up to the name. Yep. All right. Next up is Dominic Repulse. Okay. Is this the sausage of the week? Could be.
Around the world we go.
All right, let's hear it.
You were there by the road, the mark with a heavy load. Didn't talk, just a grin. Felt like I could breathe again. No signs, no plan, just you, just me. We rolled through towns, we felt so free. Right away, fly away, away, away. Around the world we go. We go.
Nice.
We go. Around the world we go.
Jesus.
We go.
Wait, what was that sound? Was that reverb? What is this?
We go round, round, round the world we go round, round we go.
Really nice, Dominic.
Round and round we go. Around the world we go.
Oh, it's transposing it.
All right,
Yep.
go ahead. Yep.
This is the kind of track when I hear it at a festival, like randomly, that instantly gives me like a really big smile from ear to ear. I want you to do yourself a favor. From who was this track? Repulse?
Yeah, Dominic Repulse. Repulse, yeah.
Okay, so after this stream, go to YouTube and find like an after movie of DEF CON or whatever, and try to fit your battle drop on like
Bitch.
on like the confetti, on like when they like if they have like a confetti shot in the clip. Time your drop on that one and just like sit back and relax and enjoy that moment, because that's what happens in my head when I heard the first drop. Just confetti everywhere, big smile, beer, sun,
I was waiting for the beer comment, but there it is. Yeah, we have the beer.
Yeah,
okay.
really good track.
It's beer confirmed by Nightcraft means good job.
And also, I really like the kick. Kicks are really good.
He said, we spoke at Fabric this weekend. I was the guy with Tim.
Oh, yeah, correct.
Beers,
I remember
too many
you,
beers.
yeah.
Too many beers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
There
No,
you have
I
it.
know. We were we were also in the transfer together. So yeah.
Nice. All right. Yeah. Good job, Dominic. When release? All right. Oh, Beetle Core. After this, you're probably gonna like this. Here we go. Beetle Core.
Said this time is forever, but forever didn't last long. Now I'm standing in this silence, trying to find where we went wrong.
Interesting.
Said this time is forever, and I believed every word you said. Now the memories play like a movie, fading slow in the afterglow. Said this time is forever.
Jesus, man. This guy always delivers something. Someone needs to check his breakfast. It's a work in progress. All right, go ahead, man.
Oh, okay. So yeah, like you already said, really unique. The only thing I already forgot about the track is the melody.
Yep, same.
I don't know the melody, how it went. It just left my head already.
Yep.
But the break, really, really, really good. The drops, really, really good. And the first thing that came to mind, this music works really, really well in Asian countries. It's really technical. It's really diverse. It's really like even when you slow it down in the break and make it like, I don't even what the genre is, like fucking, it sounds really sick. But man, yeah, if this is a work in progress, please make your melody simple. Don't overdo it, because the unique thing in the track is already there, which is the break.
Yep.
So don't overdo the melody. Really good job. I'm really, really curious about this track, how it will be at the end when you finish it.
Yeah, Beetlecore is always cooking something unique, and the concept is great. Just the melody is not great yet, so you'll figure it out. You'll figure a way out to make it a little bit more interesting. But that slow down to whatever synth wave with rock shit is playing is what I.
It's like Apple's music.
Yeah, it's so good, dude. All right, next up is "Shut the Fuck Up" by I can't say the name. Guys, if you send it in, please do your artist name first. Shut the Fuck Up by Anthony. Oh, it's 43. I saw him in the chat. Yo. Oh, this sounds a little bit more OG. Let's hear it. Cringe. Sorry, I apologize to hard news. Sorry. What a start. I gotta say right now, this was a little bit too much. Like it was, for my brain, it was
Sounded like
it was too
Rejecta.
much. Yeah, it sounded like Rejecta.
Rejecta, yeah.
But
Like the edits between the kicks, like the progression of even the placements and the arrangements of like the affixes, the screeches, the melody, like the teasing, also like I call it like pirate melodies.
Yep.
Which you can like
the Egyptian
on
skill.
your ship. Yeah, exactly.
Let's listen to it. Well, yeah, it was a little bit too much for me, but we'll talk about it in a bit. Yep.
Yep. Nice track. Like yeah, like you already said, a little bit chaotic in the beginning. For me personally, I don't mind that much. What minds me is that it really reminds me of Rejecta's recent music. Like all the little edits in between really remind me of Rejecta, which is a good thing because I like Rejecta's music. But to be a little bit more unique, I would say try to find things to do it a little bit differently, because I think a lot of people will say, yeah, this is sounding like Rejecta.
Yeah, so the problem is exactly that. It sounds a little bit too much like Rejecta. The second problem is the mixdown overall in this track. This track does not breathe anything. It is a lot of melody, it is a lot of kicks, and everything is clashing. It's clashing. It's a potentially, if you get the mixdown of this track right, fantastic track. Like, I really like it, even though it's a little bit too chaotic for me in the beginning. But everything is clashing with each other a little bit. It's drowning, and the kick is not there yet. It's a matter of balancing, and sometimes, and I advise my students this too, sometimes you're just capped, because if you can make this kind of track, that means you're a very experienced producer, but you might be capped with your audio equipment. So you might have to upgrade your speakers, because people that make this kind of shit are already very experienced. But the mixdown right now is not on par, which means it's not on your level with what you're producing right now. It's out of balance. I think you need to upgrade your shit. And this track has more potential with a better mixdown. That's what I believe. And we can run through it with a one-on-one session, of course, but right now it's a little bit too much happening and it's just conflicting each other a little bit instead of complementing each other. Other than that, too much rejecta, but a very solid production. It was hard following the melody. Yes, there was just too many things going at once. Exactly my point. Yes, exactly my point. Which is impressive because there were so many sounds, but sometimes less is more. You have to take a breather, let the audience understand what's playing. You heard this track a million times. We hear it for the first time, and we're like, what is happening? You know, it's too much. It's okay. Solid production. Moving on to Dystori and Extion. And he has been waiting for this moment since the stream was announced. Hey, Lucky? Hey? Oh, boof.
Yes.
Through the storm!
When it's hard like a tidal wave, every scar shows you're brave. Losing ground feels like you're done, but the battle's only just begun. Hope, push through the storm, find your light. Burn the shadows with your own light. It's a fight the mirror reflects. Your strength's the keys, take what's next. Shine. Each break holds a story divine. Every stumble, every fall builds a tower standing tall. Lightning strikes and the thunder roars. You're the wave against the shore. No turning back, no looking down. Build yourself, wear the crown.
I'll channel the lightning into a new form. My power will shine through the storm.
Okay, nice. First thing that comes to mind, I got like caught off guard by the male vocal. I don't know if it's like a sample or like.
No, this MC is featured and he's in the chat. It's Michael.
Okay, it's like it kind of caught me off guard because it was such a contrast between the vocals,
Agreed.
which is not a bad thing. But I think then the female vocal is a sample, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it sounded way out of balance, like the two vocals. For the rest, yeah, the drops were good. I like the kicks. I like the transition from straight to triplet in the mid. Also, most people don't know how to make a solid transition back from triplets to straight.
Mm-hmm.
But here, I didn't feel it was like out of place. It sounded really well done. catchy melody drop as well. I was also kind of surprised by how he built up to the last drop, like with the speeding up of the end of the melody drop. I think it was at the end.
Right.
It surprised me, but I was like, what is he gonna do up tempo now? But yeah, it built up to to the outro, which was good. Yeah, and for the technical part, it's up to you again.
Yeah, technical part, I don't have much to say. Leads are very full, very wide. On the edge of a little bit too much saturation, I would say. Melody is good. Then you gotta switch it up after 8 bars. I don't think you should do that. I want to hear that. Don't change it. Just repeat it after 8 bars. 2 times 8 bars is fine, because you're losing the audience, because you're changing up the melodies too much with trappetjes. I don't know the English word for it, but with the
traps.
With the traps. Yeah, definitely not. So yeah, don't change up the melody too much. Melodies. I like this kick. Yeah, I agree with the vocals though. That threw me off guard too. It's not really complementing each other. It could be a microphone issue, could be a processing issue. I just felt like the quality was a little bit out of place.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah,
could be the audio engineer, Luke. Could be the MC. So it can't be anyone, right? We're not gonna point any fingers, Luke. So yeah, just check that. Has to be in line. So if the vocal is high quality and the microphone is not, or the audio processing is not, it's out of balance.
Yep.
So that means either a better microphone, better processing, or a worse or worse singing vocal. That works. Screech is, it can be a little bit nastier. I would say a few semitones up instead of
a little higher. Yeah.
And that needs to cut through the mix. Yeah, right?
Yeah, true. Yeah.
All right, moving on. It was a nice track by Dystori, Extion, and MC Michael. Michael, what is that? All right, next track by Prototypes. Are you ready for Prototypes?
Yep. so this is probably the most unique one of all the tracks that
Yeah.
I've heard. It's not per se my thing, but I like it. I liked the first kicks. They're like really. Can you go to the first drop again? Like it doesn't have many drive.
No, it
but
doesn't have
like
any
for
drive.
some reason, the kicks are really like this. They tickle some part of my brain, which I really like.
Because it's clean as hell.
And it's really playful, I think.
I mean, not this one though. I like the other ones better.
Me too, but I like this kick too. Yeah. I feel there's like there is a underground scene somewhere where only this kind of music is being played, and like people are like in these dark dungeons just like fucking going mental on this kind of music, you know?
Yeah.
That vibe, you know, it's good.
Yeah.
Not my thing,
No.
but I definitely see potential.
Yeah, so the problem I have with this kind of music, first of all, is it's for me personally, it's hard to give feedback to because it's so far away from what I like. From a technical aspect and from the audience aspect, I can only say that it lacks drive. Like to me, someone said it in the chat too, it feels like someone's knocking on your door. I don't want someone knocking on my door. I want someone to fucking kick that door in and throw a C4 in this room, okay? That's what I want.
I have to grab a charger from my laptop, or
Okay.
else I'm gonna be like,
So I just want a little
give
bit
me-
more.
give me 10 seconds.
Yeah, demolition. The transient could be a little bit better. If you look at the audio spectrum though, there's barely any high end though. Barely any high end. You do that really well here. See those are the kinds of prototypes kicks I like, but that's just me. Wait for the next cent though. Okay, sure. Second part was the best part for me, and I like the break part of it. But for the rest, it's really hard for me to give feedback. I would say the mix down is pretty decent. Yeah, and the vibe is good. But other than that, yeah, not my cup of tea. It is what it is. It is what it is. But what he said, there is a lot of... It is what it is. There is a big audience for this. It's just not me. And that's fair, right? I'm looking at a technical aspect on this.
Tech nipple.
Tech nipple aspect. The production is very solid. I just want to see a little bit more gritty. If you're going for this kind of old school spoon tech stuff, more violation. I think that's the right word for it. All right, moving on to Lucon. 4 or 5 sound advisors and you're fine. Absolutely great advice by Lucon.
In the shadow of these walls, where silence screams my name.
Wishing for a way out, but this cage feels like home. Every heartbeat's a reminder of the dreams I left behind. Hidden
Yep, nice track. I already heard like a lot of tracks from Lucon, and he's making progress really fast, which is really good. I can hear the potential in him. So yeah, really good track. A lot of drive in it. I also like what he did in the last part with teasing the melody first, then dropping into like an anti-climax, and then back to the melody. I know it's been done already like a lot of times, but it was refreshing to hear it again, like after so many years. Yeah, for me, it's a really solid track. The melody is catchy, the vocal is good, and like the mid intro has a lot of drive. I wasn't a fan of the first kick in the mid intro, but like after that, it was really solid. Yeah, good track.
Yeah, so let me really quickly listen, because I was obviously on the... I love all these kicks. This part is insane.
Yeah.
That, yeah, I came back. Yeah, so the only point of feedback I have is this part. This climax kick is a little bit underwhelming. Like this one, transient, everything really full, really in the face, and then this one is like, like it needs to be a little bit more to the front, a little bit louder. So I would say just, yeah, you can't use this punch because then the contrast is not big enough, but something with this kind of transient, a little bit harder hitting than that. Other than that, dude, fantastic track, really got me going here, and hearing this part right here makes me very happy. Yeah, it's a really great and solid production. So Lucien, what's up for this year in terms of releases? Are you gonna release this shit or not? Let me know. Or is
if you're gonna release it, like try to have like a really decent output of like at least 7, 8, 9 even releases, just to keep like getting your name constantly on people's feed. You know, it's really important nowadays. You can release one sick track and don't release anything for 6 months and you're already disappearing, you know. So if you're gonna release tracks, please make sure your output is like really good and high, because I hear your potential, and if you want to get that like that next level thing, try to get your output up. Yep.
All right. Next track by Nox Eterna.
Shrouded in darkness. Welcome to the end of an era. We watch as our world crumbles around us. Reality morphing and twisting. The end of an era. An island shrouded in darkness, drifting through a blackened sea, banished for their sins, their insatiable hunger for power. People rose, defined by their own betrayal, cast aside for their sabotage. This is Nox Eterna. rose and conquered, embraced the shadows, becoming one with the darkness. Nox Eterna.
All right.
I like the last drop. Like some of the points are like you know when you're watching like old fighting music.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, exactly. Push.
it reminded me of like old fighting music, fighting movies. Like yeah, it's a fun track. Not my cup of tea. It's really dark, really dark and underground. I definitely if like there is like a spoon tag kind of party, I see the artist that on there that will definitely play this. It's really funky, playful, but in like a super dark atmosphere.
Yeah.
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 Good track.
Yeah, so Nox Eterna is the newest member, the newest premium member that I have. I do a one-on-one session with them every month, and they sent in a track, and it sounded all over the place. Like the production quality was good, but it sounded all over the place. I'm like, guys, back to the drawing board, make something a little bit more simplistic, easier to follow. I think they succeeded with that. However, there's room for improvement, and the room for improvement is definitely in the leads. The kicks are good. I just have a feeling that the order of the kicks could be switched up a little bit, like that. Psh, 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 I don't know this kick.
Yeah.
It's good, but I think for this dark vibe, I think we need to go more to the. I think like listening to other tracks right now and hearing this track, we need to go more to these kind of kicks. Like complete violation. I think that fits better with.
I like the kick roll there. Doom, doom, doom.
So yeah, for the next session, guys, I think we're gonna work a little bit on the leads, and the kicks are good. It's just a matter of which order is gonna fit the best for the track. That's the easy fix. Right now, you're just figuring out which kind of kicks you guys want to pursue. That's fine. The kicks are high quality. We now have to find the style that we're gonna go for, and I think it needs to be a little bit more. A little bit more raw, a little bit more industrial, if you want to call it like that.
Yeah.
All right, Nox Eterna. Yes. Next is, and last track of the day by Face Distortion. And I want to thank you all for watching. I want to thank Nightcraft. Thank you so much for doing this. And we're not done yet.
You're welcome.
Last track of today. Is there any new track you can premiere by any chance? I know it's last minute, but if not, that's possible. That's fine.
Let me check if I have something.
Okay. In the meantime, we're gonna listen to Face Distortion.
And I was sitting in the shadows, and the more I sat there, the more I could see all these people around me. It was also in the shadows. There are so many people here, people that have been here much longer than me, people that will stay here after I've left. The Shadowlands. There are so many people here. stay here after I'm moving. In the shadows.
Yeah, that was a lot.
Yeah.
I hear the potential. It's like, it feels a little bit like Udex.
There are so many people here.
Like the vibe is kind of similar to Udex and
Yeah.
Future Noise, but
The mix
this
down is the
feels
problem.
like it's, yeah, the mix down. The idea is there, the creative mind of. I hear what he's trying to do, and I really like his notes, his melody, and everything else. But it's like over distorted, like everything. It's like
Yes.
if you export it like plus 2,000 decibels, you know, like
Yep.
fucking all over the place. But
Yes.
other than that, like the concept is there, so yeah.
Okay. How can you solve this problem? Well, first of all, it sounds like you put distortion on your leads. That's I wouldn't mess with that. I barely put any distortion on my leads. If anything, I put a little bit of saturation on the master at the end, or on the leads. Melody itself, I would say it's decent. Your punch needs to be louder in the mix, especially this part right here. It fits. That punch fits the melody. It's fine. I don't like the transposing here. It could be me. I don't like it. Also, you're using, I think it's 32 bars. I would just keep it to 16 bars. You're losing the interest after 16 bars. First of all, because of the mix down. Second of all, because the melody is too long. So, fixes in this track. Leads, less distortion, less saturation. Overall mix, more room to breathe. Turn it down in volume. Kicks need to be louder in the mix. 16 bars melody drops max, I would say, unless you can make it more interesting, which right now it's not. Those are the 4 pillars of feedback for this track. Other than that, the ideas are great, but as in Holland we say, this is not coming out of the paint that well very much right now. So we need to work on that. All right, last track by this guy. He's fairly new. He's been producing for a few months now. His name is Nightcraft. You might have heard of it. Let's take a listen, man.
I sent a track to Neros. Yeah, it's coming out in May, I think. Some of you already heard it because I've been playing this one for over a year already. But my release schedule was really full. So I finally had time to plan this one. So yeah, it's been laying around since February last year, I think, or January even. So yeah, other than that, it's yeah, you can hear in the track, I think, similar elements that I did in tracks that I did last year, since it's already a track from 1 year ago. But yeah, it's finally coming out. I did some final touches to it, and yeah, it's ready for release now. So yeah, let's go with the flow.
All right. Okay. I was going to say something. Oh yeah, I can't wait for the copyright strike. Here we go.
Oh.
From all that's pure and true, for
Yeah, I gotta say something about this track though. I saw in the comments you were waiting for or expecting the ARP melody. I'm gonna tell a secret. I couldn't get the mix down right for this track. Like, absolutely struggled with it. Unlike any other track, like I couldn't get the ARP melody sound right underneath the kicks and everything. It just sounded not good. So I had to come up with a creative solution, and I came up with just using long notes, which fit the vibe in my opinion as well. But I really like the atmosphere of the track, but like I said, I really struggled with the mix down on this one. But yeah, in the end, I don't think it's my best production, but I'm really happy with it still. So
Okay, so let
I'm
me ask
curious
you a
about
question.
the other.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
What is more important right now? A better mixdown or a solid track? For all the producers that are watching right now, what do you want to say to them?
In my opinion, I never been a really technical producer. I'm all about producing in the right mood, in the right vibe, and I'm more like a, how do you say, like gevoelsproducer. I'm more like I have
Emotion.
to be in the right. Yeah, I'm like an emotional producer. So I just do what sounds right and not particularly do like what the rules are, you know?
sure.
So I think for me personally, you better have a solid track which is good, has a story, and is unique than like a super solid mixdown. But yeah, that's my opinion.
No, that's absolutely true. That's absolutely true. There's no question about it anymore, especially 2026. There's a lot of producers stuck with their mixdown. And I'm like, okay, well, if you're stuck with your mixdown, that's fine. But the audience doesn't give a flying fuck about your mixdown. The audience cares. The
true.
audience cares about, is it danceable? Do I like it? Is it catchy? It's the only thing that matters right now. But we're producers. We want to make it the best of the best of the best. I understand.
Exactly.
But there's never a perfect mixdown. There's never a perfect mixdown. Try to make the perfect track, though. I think that's more important right now than making the perfect mixdown. Try to make a track that grabs the attention throughout the whole. See, for me, music production, I'm in the YouTube production right now. So for me, I have to relearn that. How do I captivate the audience throughout the whole video, right? And that's
exactly
the same with music production. How do you captivate the whole audience without sounding boring or repetitive? It's hard. It is fucking hard. It's not easy. Best way to do it, analyze tracks for people that can grab your attention. If you want to do nowadays hardstyle, look at the Strikers, for example. They grab the attention. Look at Rebellion, for example. These kind of artists, they always switch it up. They do crazy shit to hook the audience back in. And when YouTube, you're talking about hooks too. You want to hook the audience, and it's hard, man.
Yep. It's really hard. Yep, I agree. And also, like, it's not about music 100%. It's about like marketing, about putting your track out there in a unique way to just grab the audience attention. Be like consistent and keep it to one thing. Like, if you're a small artist, try to get yourself out there with consistency and like, don't switch up constantly, because then people don't know what you stand for. And I think it's really important that you are behind everything that you do, but also make it noticeable and make it the same without being repetitive. I don't know how to explain that in the right words, but keep true to yourself and don't try to chase things like hypes or trends, because it doesn't work out on the long term, I think.
Yeah, 100%. That's funny that you say that, because in a YouTube video I talk exactly about that. You can try to make all these kind of sub-genres, but people need to know who you are. So stick true to one thing that you're good at, and you will form your own identity. I just talked about you before we started this YouTube stream. Like, hey, you always stuck true to your own identity, and I think that's a huge plus. It doesn't mean it will work out right away, because you've been producing for a very long time. But you will find your way eventually.
Exactly.
Very important. Thank you so much for that, guys.
Thank you so much as well for the invite.
This was such a good stream. How'd you guys like it? I think this was a really, really great stream. I really loved that you were more into the vibes. I was more into the technical stuff. It was a good combination of both. The demos were great.
Exactly.
Your feedback, your energy was great. Thank you so much for doing this. And yeah, maybe let's do it again another time. I think everyone else loved it. There were like 110 people watching at some point. Really nice.
Yep.
And guys, see you in the next time. Check out nearestproductions.com. Check out Nightcraft. Nightcraft, when is your next booking?
It's my own party in the 13th of March, and I think a lot of guys from your community bought tickets.
Good.
So I will see you guys there.
All
and
right.
hopefully until the next one. And for the people in Australia, I hope to see you guys again soon as well.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. See you later. Bye.